Hi, welcome to the new video. I am Rohit Desai, co-founder of JB Experts. In this video, we are going to discuss on live meetings, which we call it as virtual meetings or Zoom meetings. We call it anything what is comfortable for you. But end of the day, what makes sense is we are not meeting in person. Whatever we are doing, it's all digital. We are meeting the person on the camera or on the screen. So that's the basic thing. So mainly we have its advantages. Just maybe you people are already using it, or you may have already used it, or you know it, but you have never had any meetings on that. So that could be the possibility. But still, I'll just walk you through the advantages and disadvantages, and I'll share you a trick where you will save a bit of money. So then, whatever the Zoom access that you need, you can take it from there. Okay. So the advantages and disadvantages, mainly the thing here is we are going to save money and time, because one is the travel time, second is the flight, locations, international travels, visa cost, freight fares, stay, and everything comes into the picture. So those are all expenditures are being cut just by having a first meeting. So I don't say that virtual meetings are the great types of meetings, but still in business, in today's world, when people are looking for, when they are open for Zoom meetings, before it was something like, okay, ask someone to come and meet me in person. So that was a need. In today's world, it's all like, let me see if we can do a virtual meeting, and then if it's serious or if the things are the way we wanted, then we can take the things forward from there. That's how the things works. So minimum two to three meetings in a day with the different countries doesn't really matter, because we are all on virtual. This is a very small number. 3 to 4 is a very short number, if I have to say. We are doing more than 10 to 15 meetings. So if you have your calendar filled for a whole day and to various locations, before, there are countries that wakes up before India. There are the countries who wakes up after sunset in India. So there are a lot of countries that you have a full stretch of time. So you can work all the round the clock. Whenever the meetings are coming in, you can just use the link to book it, and then you can have the slots there. Global access. You can have a meeting on two systems, one with the buyer, one with the supplier, negotiate in the same time, and then close the deal. But you can't do it in live, because you can't make them to meet. But in Zoom meetings, if you have multi systems, one on a phone or one on a system, or if you have multiple systems, you can do it on one screen, one meeting, and another screen, another meeting. Just understand how the things are working, and then they don't get to know each other. That's very good thing about the digital platform. And moreover, many times people, whenever they view me, I'll be getting the information on the third screen. So normally I have two screens, third screen is back where my teams are back in the support. So if I need something, I just get a flash on the screen, or my team will just tell me out, and that is not something heard by my mic. So whatever my team gives me an input, that is not something spoken, or that can't be listened on the other systems. So that is bit of a easier system, so that you have all the communications happening with your team, but still your buyers are not getting to know about it, and you are getting enough of information about it. It could be the prices they buy, their parties whom they are buying from, what are the real challenges they are having with. These are all something that you get to know. Even we do the analysis on the meeting itself. If someone is already working with someone for a longer time, why is coming to us? We got to know that company is about to shut. The vendor has got cheated, or they have got into fraudulent transactions. The company is getting shut. Due to compliances, they were not able to work it around. So if those situations, only then, till today, the person was not responding. Now, if he has responded, why that has happened? So that is something you need to understand, so that the situations are clear to you, so that these informations comes from my backend team. So they have a system where they can do all of this. So they give me enough of information so that I can just push it on. But when it's on a live meeting, maybe probability is that I may not have this kind of a robust system, or this much of information to close the deals. But I can do it more on the live meetings. That really works for me. And the faster communications, you do quicker, you do approve it, you do everything is just on a snap, right? So if you have disclosed the agreement, all the terms and conditions are done, everything is visible on the go. You have done it, clear it out, and then push it on an email, ask him for a digital signature. Good enough. You're done with it. So next is going to be your videos, quotations, certificates, or the prices, or you can say it as agreement or declarations or something like that. Whatever you needed, whatever the type of communications or a system that you want in place, that's all there, so that all the paperwork are completed, so that you're good to go with the payments. So you can just share the bank details, and you're done with it. So these are a bit easier, and once you sign it, you can share the document. In the same time, in the live meeting itself, you can get back the document after signing. So these are all something that works very well. So these are all effortless, and connect wherever you are from. And if we are, for example, we as an export import management company, we don't go to the market and say that we are JB experts. We represent one or the other company. So when we are representing some companies, then obviously we are going to represent that particular company who has taken our services. So when we are representing the company, normally we are on the meeting, we want the team also in the meeting, and they have some technical team also, though we want them also. So these are a bit of a easier when we do it on digital. Or else it's going to be like, okay, we need to book 8 tickets to the same location, go and meet the person. And if the person is jerk, then obviously there are possibilities that we don't really make any money, and the meeting what we have done is just for a toss. You never get to know. But digital meetings are something that 90%, 99% your done deal, then you invest on your travel. That's my advice. But still, it's all up to you. But what I suggest to you is, if you are not meeting the person in person at the moment, and you're not planning to travel those countries, not because just one person, you're having a business there, you're traveling, so you can go and meet him, no problem, you can do that. But when it's like the first time, you have never met anyone, and just you're going to those countries just because of this guy, then I don't really recommend you that. Okay. And see all response in the same meeting, everyone gives the inputs, everything is being shared, you can discuss it properly, and you're close to it. And flexibility is very important, and we can work from office, meeting, travel, airport, launch, whatever suits you, just take the meetings there. And even rescheduling is a bit easier. And the thought is something like, in my world, it's like if someone is rescheduling, we get to know that we are okay. If the meeting got cancelled and it has been rescheduled, we are okay with it, because he had a link to reschedule. So he has clicked on reschedule, he has picked some other time. So it gives still the confidence that the buyer is interested. Sometimes just people don't appear to the meeting, or they just skip the meeting. So in both the situations, there are like bad signs that gives up. So but still, that's how the things works. Then when we are when we are talking about environmental science, or when we say like, okay, pollution, global warming, this, we are dealing in those products or those businesses where everything about environment is very sensitive, because the buyers are like that. So in those cases, what we do is we send a request on a digital meeting. We say that thank you for saving this much, this much, this much, and it's a great to meet you on digital. So that is one thing that we can really do or use it, because it's already you have done it. So that's something you can look at as an environmental friendly thing. So you are saving the carbon, the fuel, the cost, and everything. So that's something which works really good. So the disadvantages here is obviously you can't meet the person, or you can't touch and feel the person, or you can't see the person. So normally the body language, what we have learned in our days on meeting in person, handshake, when are you going to touch your nose, when you're putting your hands on the cheek. So these are something, chin and all of it. So these are something that you learn. But on virtual meetings, that's not really something you can see. What is he doing? What's in the background? Who is talking? Who is giving him the inputs? These are nowhere seen. And normally when times like before COVID, if I have to say, the meetings were happening in office. 5-6 people would have come on the meeting. We would have seen everyone's expressions. We would have seen everyone. But normally in today's meetings, it's like one person sits on the camera, 100 people talks on the behind. We couldn't say that, okay, the other parties who are there, they are there for the purpose. It's not something like only one person is going to take the meeting. So one person is not going to take the full decision. So in many situations, there are multiple people who are taking the decisions. We need to listen to someone like, okay, is this guy also convinced, or does he going to spoil my business, or what is it? So we need to have everyone in the same room with the same same mindset. That's something we try to do it in our real meetings, but that's something we couldn't do it on an online meeting, because someone will be too silent, someone will be keep taking the notes, someone will giving the inputs to the person who is on the meeting. But at the end of the day, we couldn't really make right decisions, or saying that, okay, we cannot influence the other people apart from the person who's there on the end. So the success of those online meetings are very less comparative to the physical meetings, is only because of this sentiment. If it's a solo company, it's a one-person company, he's a decision maker, doesn't matter, you can go ahead and close it. But still, if someone is influencing him, then yeah, there is going to be a challenge, because in personal meeting we influence them also, but in online we couldn't have those opportunity, or they don't get engaged so much, so that we couldn't get the things done. Yeah. So that is one part. Second is obviously how much effort we take to get a person on the meeting room or a Zoom meeting live. So that is something we know. But Airtel, Jio, or any local companies or any internet broadband companies won't really realize it. They just, something goes wrong, your internet is off and you're done with it. You can't attend those meetings which you have put so much effort to get the people on board. And straight away is like, okay, we'll reschedule it. Okay, if you reschedule it, will I get him back again by tomorrow? No. Again, I have to struggle, get his timing, because I have to make his calendar full, because his calendar will be always full. I need to make the adjustment so that I can push in, or else I need to wait for another 3 more months. This is a glitch. Normally, I recommend is like have at least 1 or 2 broadbands, so that something goes wrong, you just switch your Wi-Fi and then you're good to go. But normally, if you're going live meetings, then these are a bit of expensive deal. You need to travel, hotel, stay, visa, other expenditures and everything. But when you're waiving of that, you're not using, you're not spending so much. At least invest on your tech, which is a minimal requirement of Wi-Fi's with at least 2 broadband. One a good one with a high speed. Keep one as a normal one, which should be good enough. So that it's pretty good enough. Okay, so at least have 2 connections of different brands. So something goes wrong with this guy, the other one will work. Okay, if it's like Rohit, tell me this: if something goes wrong with the both, then God bless you, man. We can't really do anything about it. That's the only options what we have. If one something is going wrong, okay, we have 2. Even both goes wrong, then yeah, your fate is bad. That's what I can say last. Okay, so connecting to the other thing, we can't touch, we can't see the product's quality, we can't see it. If you're an importer, then obviously we need to see the products. There is another thing, what I suggest you is, okay, you can get it as a sample for approval purpose. Either you can send it or either you can get it. If you are an importer, then you are going to get it. If you're an exporter, you are going to send it. So in both the situations, you can still ask your client to look into the samples, have a check on it, how good it is, how bad it is, or what are the changes that he needs, where engraving should happen, or if the graphics and everything is good. So these are something that you do it on a go. But still, in some situations, what I always suggest to is, please make sure, if you are in a factory, if the meeting is about a factory, please make sure you are there in a factory, take a walkthrough, show them the unit. Plus, obviously, there are situations where people have done a dummy job. I was asked for a meeting, so by an importer. So we asked an Indian company who was in Andhra Pradesh. We had asked him for a factory visit. So that guy was not shifting from his system to his phone. He just carried the whole system all across, which was not really a good camera, if I have to say. So that's a bigger problem what we normally see. People need to have a bit of a mindset when they are really planning to have this kind of a live meetings. Just to give me 1 minute. So some people need to have this proper mindset, like when you are in a live meeting, at least you need to have those kind of systems in place. When you're going for a factory visit, you need to have a mobile phone connected, one on your system, second on your phone, connect with both, keep one mic and mute the camera and the audio for a while. When you're going for a factory visit, take your phone, turn it on, show it all the factory unit. Do not carry your systems, because that is not something good. And he just dropped his laptop, so that was pretty bad. So just manage those things. That should be good. That's what I feel. Use your common sense. That's very expensive thing, but still use it. Okay. So coming to the packaging, factory visits, these are something that you can do. And the trouble zone of time zone troubles, because that's something, because none of you, if you are an importer, your suppliers are going to arrange the time as you want. It's an Indian time, you're going to buy something, the people will work on your timing. But when it's the other way around, you're exporting and someone is importing, then you need to work on their timing. Always customer is the king. So give that importance. Ask the people whenever they are comfortable. And when you're creating a link for your meeting thing, keep it 24/7 open, so that they can go and book any meeting slot they want. You need to get up from your bed and take the meeting. That's very important. You cannot miss it. So that's something which you need to be sure. And whenever you're booking your meetings, please keep at least 6 to 8 hours of window, or 10 hours or 24 hours of window, so that whenever someone wants to book the meeting, he doesn't book the meeting in just 5 minutes. Because you are sleeping, you are not seeing it, and someone books the meeting for next 5 minutes, you will be, it will be not possible. So it's better you don't skip the meeting. Just make sure you align those meeting in a proper conditions and then you plan it accordingly. Okay, so I'll share you the tool where you can do it at a free of cost, so that should help you. Secondary concerns, normally if you manage everything on your Zoom profile or whichever the tool you're going to use, keep it with it. So keep the backup on the cloud. So securities are there. So if you store it somewhere because you speak a lot of confidential things, prices, something else, and by mistake something goes wrong here and there, then yeah, everything goes for a toss. So be careful on that. When you're using virtual meetings, when you need to use it for a first introduction, yes, this is the first thing which I recommend you, because you are not known whether the person is serious or not. It could be supplier, it could be manufacturer, it could be buyer, whoever it is. Take the first meeting on virtual. Try to see, understand whether they are on time, how they speak, are they really committed or not. If you get that glance saying that, okay, this guy is not serious, so then no further putting your mind into going and meeting him in person. That's not really needed. So think of it. Then sharing samples, certifications that you can do online, contract finalizations, that also you can do it online. You can just share a signed copy, that should be enough. And digital signatures are very much easier today, pretty good enough to work with. Then comes the factory tour. Even that also, as I said, please make sure you have your phone and your system connected in a Zoom meeting. If you want to go for a visit, then yeah, walk through, then please turn it on your phone, because phones are a bit easier to carry out, and instead of carrying out your system itself. So final QC approvals, maybe in case of urgency you can do a virtual. If a long-term relationship building not happening on your virtuals, please go and meet them in person, or else ask them to come to your country, sponsor their travels, sponsor the holidays, sponsor the hotel, sponsor anything, whatever suits you, however suits your pocket. So ask them to come and meet you in person and have a word with them, understand what they need, and then yeah, take the things forward from there. So long-term business partnerships doesn't happen over virtuals. You need to meet in a person, either some or the other day. That's how it works. Then comes the tips. Please, whenever you're meeting someone on a virtual meeting, please make sure your agendas are set. You know why are you meeting him. Is it an introduction or is it something else? Because I have seen people, both the sellers are selling to each other. Both are exporters. They have sent some email, they couldn't read it, or they didn't get a time, they got a link, they just clicked book a meeting. They thought they are going to, you guys are going to buy it. So the situation is like both the sellers trying to sell each other, because I was in the meeting, so I thought, okay, hold on. Why are we both giving a sales pitch? So are you going to buy? No, sir, I thought you people are buying. Then this guy says like, no, sir, I thought these guys are the buyers, that's why they booked the meeting. So this was completely wrong. So that is not something that we want to get into. Okay, so you need to understand where the synergy is coming in. If one of the buyer and one of the seller has to have the meeting, not both the sellers or not both the buyers. So keep that in mind. So that will be cleared with the agenda. So let's keep that in the first picture. Why are you meeting? What's the purpose of the meeting? That's something is very important. Email summary. If your transcriptions are ready, if your tool, what you are using like Zoom or Google Meet or Teams or whatever, you have a transcription on, keep those transcriptions, copy paste it. When you have those transcripts or chats are in place, so you can use those things, you can store it. If you pay them, they will have this whole meeting summary. You can put it to a AI system and then take all the summary and send it on an email. That should be good enough. Keep your lighting and your background very clear, very at least I don't say lighting is not that important. Keep your mic very important. You can buy the brand called Boya if that's a cheaper option if you're looking at, if your systems are not so good. If you have a Mac system, then obviously you don't need to buy something. MacBook cameras and systems are pretty good enough. You can easily manage it. But just in case, if you're not on a PC, maybe your system is not good enough, you're having some other brands, so which is not that great. They don't have a great mics and all of it. So in those cases, you can buy you can still buy out a external mic, a microphone. Boya is something that my team is using. You can even try that too if that's something you need it. Or else if you take a dummy meeting, record yourselves and see if the background noise, barking sound, someone screaming, all this disturbance, if that's not there, then yeah, your system mic is good. If that's not the case, then please use Boya with the noise cancellation, should be good enough for your mics. Noise cancellation doesn't come with the speakers. Like people have this confusion whenever they buy this kind of a Bluetooth. So these Bluetooths are noise cancellation, but these are not your mic cancellations. So noise cancellation is for your earphones, not on your mic. Mic records everything. So think of that. So make sure if you are using those things. Then speech clearly, and you need to have a clarity. Whenever you're using a words, use it such words that are simple to understand, not complicated, and use short sentence. That should be good enough. Don't go the speed what I am now at the moment. So you need to give pause, you need to make someone understand, because in sales or in marketing, what we always say is, in sales is like, it's less of speaking, more of listening. Listen, understand, and then speak. Just don't what do you call, in the name of reply, just don't respond to anything or don't say out anything. If that's possible, what's the concern, understand it. Only if your product or your service is going to help them, then tell them that I can confidently tell you this is what we are dealing in, and this is how we are addressing your issues, and this is the benefit what they're going to get. And keep everything real. Don't keep it fake promising, not really needed. Share documents live, product sheet, shipping plans, etc., whatever needed. Confirm decisions like what you are agreeing on. At the end, just revive the whole meeting, summarizing. If you agree to share something, you tell them that, okay, I have a point here. I need to share you this, and this. And at the end, you're going to share me this. And both together will be meeting next meeting, so that there is time slot is also booked. So keep that in mind. Keep everything time sensitive and things works better. And best tools to use: Zoom, Google Meet, WhatsApp videos. Normally my team uses for supplier purpose, not for the buyer purpose. So for the buyer, we always keep Zoom as a primary. And if the buyers are from some country where internet are not so good, then we use Google. That's with a lighter internet, still Google Meet works. And Microsoft Teams is between internal team, so we keep it that way. We don't use it for clients on a many time purpose, as far as client is not sharing us his team meeting link. So that's one. Okay, so let's get started. So what I'm saying is, use Calendly. I don't know why it's still, yeah. So if you want to book this kind of a meeting, so you can just go here. This is something we call it as a scheduler. So you have a chart. Okay, give me a minute. What's happening? Okay. So basically the thing here is, it's look like a calendar. You pick up any time and then pick up a date and then pick up a time, and it's automatically, it shows you what time it is. Sometime later I'll teach you how to create an account. It's very simple, not to worry about it. So date, then your time zone, and then the time. So whatever the time slots is available, you can just go and book it, and then you're good to go. You can send emails, you can send reminders, you can send follow-ups. These are all some things available. But yeah, it comes with a price. Do you want to know the price of for one event? I advise you, go for a free one. You don't need to have multiple accounts. As you are a solopreneur, you're starting it and you don't have a big team. If you are at least less than 5 people, then use multiple accounts and then you can manage it all by yourself. If you're more than 5, then yeah, then you go for standard teams, enterprise plan, which will really help you to organize the meetings, monitor the team's meeting, how many bookings are done, what are the meetings are being attended, if any meetings got cancelled or rescheduled, you get to see everything. So whole report is on your hand. So if you want to do the analytics, that's something which is available. But at the moment, I don't say Calendly is something that you need to spend. You can go for free, or it's something like one event. It's you. You can just book it this way. It's you here, your meeting thing, your company name, what is the duration and which is the tool you're going to use, bit of a description, and your calendar date, then your timing. That's all. What the timing that you need to book, and at the earliest, how the meetings can be booked. Can I book a meeting immediately in another half an hour? Not really. But if I have to book the meeting, at least I need to be 24 hours of a window that should be there. So if that is there, then you're pre-planned. You're not just hustling to the meetings. You're taking the meetings which are really checked, and normally attending the meetings are not important. You need to do the background check of the customer. So when you have a questions here, even when you confirm the date, you can ask the questions like, what is the meeting for, your URL, the business you are in, and what are you expecting. So you can there is a time for you, at least for 24 hours window. You can go and study, make those materials, check for the companies, clients and all of it. And then if you feel that this is worth the time, then confirm the meeting, or else you can straight away go ahead and cancel it. That's how simple that can be. Okay. So the first thing, coming to Zoom, this is the best tool what I have been using. The whole of my team uses it, and this is really good. And this is not comes for free, so it has a price. So if you're using it for free, that is only for 40 minutes. This is a bit awkward when if you are an importer, then yeah, you can decide your timing. You can say like, okay, thank you so much, I'll get back to you. But when you're an exporter, your buyer is asking too many questions, then your time limit can go more than 40 minutes. Normally we keep to 10 to 15 minutes, but still many meetings I have seen, it goes more than 40 minutes and it's keep on going. So in those situations, you need to, this is going to be a awkward situations where it's like, okay, sir, I'll send you a new link, please join back. So that's going to be a hurdle. So I just don't want you guys to get into it. So it's better you prepare a proper plan and you just manage it in a proper sense, so that this should be good. Okay, the second thing is, normally what I recommend for you guys is this plan, which is a pro plan, which is something like 16,000 odd rupees plus taxes or something all to put together. So that's something which is expensive, but still worth it. First, you are going to ditch this 40 minutes bracket. You're going to go for 30 hours meeting. So if I don't see someone doing a meeting for 30 hours. I have never done it. So yeah, the maximum length of a meeting which I have done, that is also on a webinar, which is more than 8 hours. But apart from that, I don't really see that required. 100 participants per meeting is not really practical, because normally when we sit for a meeting, it's like 3, 4, maximum we can go to 12 on both the sides of teams, or multi-teams are getting joined, but not like 100 is way beyond. Then AI, cloud, 10 GB of storage. If you have something important meeting, discussion going on, you can store it. And later if you feel that, okay, this meeting is not worth it, or the things didn't go as you planned, then yeah, you can go and delete it off. So the storage is being saved there. Docs unlimited, task all that you can manage, unlimited videos cutting like a clip plus if that's something you require. 3 minutes, 3 minutes per month, something like avatars that you get, and mail and calendar, that's something you can do. Whenever you are sending a calendar update, you can share it to your clients. So workplace automations, workflow automations, if that's something you need it. But normally, again, you need to integrate with other tools like Zapier, some other integrations, that's something you need it, like a third-party tools, obviously. So essentials tools, premium, if anything that's needed, live chat support, that's something you get it from Zoom. If there is something goes wrong, normally 99% of the time there is nothing has gone wrong, but still if something goes wrong, they are just live there. You can just click and you can have a chat with them. So these are all the comparison plan. What is that exactly you're using here? License count 1 to 99, 1 to 250. So normally these are per user per month. So normally, as I say, keep it 1 user. So that should be good enough for you. And if it's a smaller team, you can share your licenses among yourselves. So it's good enough. And look at the other things here. You can't start same time 2 meetings. So keep that in mind. If you have a double or a triple sales team, then at least 3-4 people are starting the same meetings on the same time. That would be difficult. So then you need to have 3 licenses, but still this is worth it. So mail, calendar, client, and clips, all of these are available. And I just wanted to show you one thing, that is add-ons. So normally if you want to purchase add-ons, these are all also available. Normally, as I recommend, one, if you can use Calendly for free, it's good. If you don't want it, then yeah, you can use a Zoom scheduler, where you can effortlessly manage all your bookings, your slots, and your interviews. Everything can be done from your scheduler. Seasons, large meetings, these are normally I use it for our webinars and sort of that. I don't see that makes sense for an exporter or importer, so you can just let it go. And clips, cloud storage, these are all something that I don't say that you need it. Just in case if your limit is exhausted, only then go and look for it, or else it's okay. Or just don't make sure that, okay, you download it somewhere, then upload it to some other third party. Not really required. It's okay, you pay them, they can store it on their storage itself. So it's a bit easier. Convenience is all the money what you pay for, all right? Because the hustle you don't want to get into. So this is pretty easy. So now, so today we are in a situation, we have not started the company yet. We don't have the customers. Do I need to buy this? No, not really. You can still manage with the free one. But I don't know how long the offer can be, or the things can be. So if you want to pay this here, you will be charged somewhere around 16,000 plus. That's what I feel. Plus taxes are there, because Zoom also has to pay Modi ji. So it's around 12,000. There is some discounts running, 10% discount. So keep it around 12,000. That's the price. If you go for annual, or if you go for monthly, that's something like 1,376. There is no discounts too. Okay. So if this makes sense, go ahead. But you don't need to pay this price. You can get the same plan at a cheaper option when you do this trick. So as I already promised you before, I'll share you a trick where you'll you'll save money. So what you need to do is you just download, take an Android phone. Don't take an iOS, it doesn't work. Take an Android phone, install a Zoom app, log into your account, and then once you log in, you'll be able to see this, your account, your photograph, your account and everything. Then you have this all details. Then in the top, you get to see this, try Zoom workspace. So this update option, you need to click on this update option. Then you get this screen, this whole screen. Ditch the 40 minutes limit and you get unlimited. I'll get off from here. So update meetings. One is unlimited meetings for 30 hours. That's the first plan, what I have already shown you. It is just right there. Yeah. So this is the same plan, what you're going to get at a very less price. So here, then all AI, then all co-host and everything. And then if you look at the prices, instead of paying 12,000 bucks, it's all the same, okay? So you can get everything sorted. So it's around 12,384. That is straight away gone, and you can buy it at 4,390 rupees for a year. So this is a bit cheaper. Or if you want to go for a monthly, you can go for monthly also. And if this doesn't make sense, take a 14 days trial, try it out, try it by yourselves. Don't go on just by Rohit's word. Do it for yourself. Just enter a few details, and if you are not feeling comfortable, go and cancel it. Within 14 days, you'll be not charged anything. So that's good enough. So this is very important. And many people say, like, okay, sir, do I have to book this, or do I have to buy this tool now and keep it? So normally I don't know, because Zoom guys have not sponsored, or I'm not getting paid by Zoom for doing all of this. So it's just my thing, and that's the system what we are using. So I prefer to share with you guys. So I'm not getting paid. So it's better if you are planning to use this, virtual systems are something that you want, then go ahead and buy it. I don't know how long these guys are running this offer. Try it, check it, but do it on Android. Buy it once, and then after you can use it on any system. It's not like, okay, you bought for a phone, then it's going to just work on a phone. No, you can use the same user ID. Just make sure you are using the same credentials. Whatever the credentials you bought this package or this plan, use the same credentials on your system, on your iPhone or something, that it works everywhere. Just the thing is, at the time of purchase, try it from your Android. Once you purchase from Android, then yeah, you can log out from the Android phone and give back your Android phone to your mom. So that's still okay if you're an iPhone holder, okay? So but still, this something works, and at a price of this, so it's 3 times lesser, so it's okay. It saves me a few bucks. So this is something which I wanted to share. If this excites you, just share me your thoughts in the comment box. And if you have any doubts, or if you feel Zoom is not good, or something else is better, if you want me to try out or something like that, share me your thoughts. I'll try those also. I'll make a videos on it, if that's good or bad. And then yeah, we can take the things forward from there. Okay. So I hope this is all what I want to share. One, advantages, disadvantages, agenda, and the tool, the prices, getting the tool at a lesser price. But what I suggest you is go for 14 days trial, because I don't know, in the coming days I'll be making a video on Google Meet. Once I make it, I don't know whether you people will like Zoom or Google Meet, because every person has his own choice. I stick to Zoom, but you guys can take any thought. But if just in case that tomorrow you feel like Google Meet is comfortable, the prices are okay, then yeah, it's better you shift it to Google Meet. And I'll share you the prices, how to work it, or what are the tricks there too. So take a thought of that. But what I can say is, for 14 days trial, anyhow, if you want to buy it, take a 14 days trial. And if you feel on the watching the next video, if you feel that okay, Google Meet is better, then go ahead and cancel the subscription, use it for 14 days, then after it's done. Then after you can just use Google, that should be good. Okay, Google Meet works well. Okay, this is all what I wanted to share in this video. If you have any thoughts on the video or the way I've communicated, did you like, dislike, so this works, this didn't work, the strategy was okay, or try something new, or let me know whatever your thoughts are. Okay, the comment box is open. Whatever the doubts you have, you can drop there. And if something is not working, please let me know. You can drop the screenshots to the team and we can help you with that too. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this. And if there is something that has added value, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and keep watching the videos and keep learning and keep exporting. You need any paid services, we are right there. Give us a call. Okay, the number is in the description. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching this. Take care. Bye bye.